Hey, so I wanted to talk about some of the characters in Major's journey, and I'll start off with Cora, who is our main character. Mine is 17 years old and 5'3". She was born on June 17th. Mine is our energetic, happy, adventurous rascal ready to summon her staff at just a moment's notice. Not exactly the best at listening to her mentor's word when it comes to thinking before she asks. When it comes to her major condition, she is ranked 18 out of 25. So if you're getting there, but still needs some work. When it comes to she is best in what's that? The water is water, which is her attribute, fire, earth, and wind. Life and death are kind of a mixed batch. Her side effect is that just as water changes depending on the environment it's in. Her emotions are manipulated into the certain situation that she's in, which can range from being a normal happy self to being extremely frustrated and furious. She has long pink hair, fluffy pink hair, a blue dress, with green high boots. She wears small and cover. Gold bracelets, some earrings, and amulet with a ruby in the center, which acts as her summoning tool when to summon her staff. Overall, she's a very outgoing girl, and very make friends with anyone. However, she's not really all that naive when you think about it. But all in all, she's a good person to have around you.
Meet Akuro, Marin's friend and a fellow mage apprentice. He is 16 years old. Born on October 30th, Akuro is confident, chill, and more logical than Marin, though he does tease her in ways such as calling her Mary. Akuro's attribute is Earth. The order best to worst skill after that is Wind, Water, Life, Death, and Fire. His current rank is 20, so only 5 ranks away from graduating out of apprenticeship. His mentor is Nadia Ramon. The side effect of his Earth attribute is telepathy. While it sounds useful at first, it's a massive burden to him. Whenever he uses Earth magic, he's flooded by the thoughts of those around him. When he was a child, he struggled with the judgmental thoughts he would hear. He developed depression and anxiety due to this, and tends to lose sleep. Due to his mental state, he has to enter a state called mindless, where he turns down his thoughts to make room for the thoughts of others. When he is underground, his telepathy is active, but he is unable to enter mindless and has to be careful so he doesn't get overwhelmed. Sometimes music is able to keep him calm, but he can't be approached from anywhere than up front. Despite this, he's able to keep a level head most of the time. His cloak is considered to be a comfort item. He's very determined to find a way to overcome his struggle. Meet Cora Mosley. Cora is the oldest of Marin's friend group. She is 17 years old. Cora is an archer apprentice, being ranked 20 out of 25. She is chill but very bold, unafraid to take a risk. She's very analytical in battle, trying to guess the next move. Her mentor strongly recommends that she cuts her hair, but Cora prefers just tying it up in a ponytail. She'll make flips and jumps while she aims, to make it harder to pinpoint her location. She has Warren teach her knife combat in case she needs to resort to it. Cora has wrappings around her ankles to prevent sprains. Cora's hobby is dancing. Whenever a festival takes place, she'll be first in the dancing crowd. Cora's personal training routine involves parkouring in the forest and doing a cliff dive. She'll occasionally change her route to create a challenge for herself. She isn't very close to her family as they favor her brother due to him wielding a spirit mark. Meet Warren Vance. Warren is another one of Marin's friends. He's a knight apprentice. He is 16 years old. He's very easygoing but pessimistic. He's kind and very protective, especially towards his younger sibling. If it's at all possible, he's willing to take shortcuts to certain goals. He'll protect what is vital to him. His rank is 17 out of 25 for his apprenticeship. So he's got some work to do. He carries two spare daggers, one on his hip, another near his left knee. This is just in case he loses his sword in a fight. Warren is also very bad at using a bow, so he just sticks to Warren's hobby is brewing drinks like coffee or tea. When he was a kid, he dreamed of owning a cough and buying his parents their dream house. That unfortunately is something Warren had to abandon because he and his younger sibling had to run away from their hometown. This led him to taking up knighthood. He does occasionally make drinks for his friends. Meet Sorrell Vance. Sorrell is Warren's younger sibling, and the youngest of Marin's friends, being 15 years old. They are a cleric apprentice at rank 17. Their magic attribute is wind. The order for that from best to worst is life, water, fire, earth, death. The side effect to their attribute is after a while of usage, their walking coordination becomes unbalanced and they feel lightheaded. Sorrell is shy, skittish, and a very sweet child. They're more optimistic than Warren. They are soft-spoken. They can't be alone in an unfamiliar area. If they are, they'll suffer flashbacks to a traumatic incident that happened before them and Warren ran away from home. They'll curl up into a ball and start sobbing. Sorrell likes to collect feathers and tends to carry one around with them. Stroking the feather helps comfort them when under stress. They tend to lean on Warren when it comes to fighting because, while they do know some attacks, they prefer creating barriers or healing. They're working on being less reliant on their brother. They do feel bad that Warren felt the need to give up his dream and encourages him to try again one day. Now that I've introduced each of the main crew, I feel I should describe the story of Mage's journey. Mage's journey takes place in the country of Rewam. It follows Marin and her friends through their adventures as they work to graduate apprenticeship and do guild jobs. The story will delve into each character's story as well as possible, with a few major villains. Learning about the power system along with guild customs, as well as the history of Rewam. Marin, her friends, and their mentors will meet some powerful beings, friend and foe alike. While the fate of the world may not rest on their shoulders, they're going to make sure they help protect it. There will be some family reunion, wholesome moments, and of course angst. There will also be a small side story involving an assassin and a cleric. While not the main focus, I hope it'll be entertaining. I'll also be going into the backgrounds of the mentors, so be on the lookout for those. While writing music isn't my specialty, there will be songs in Mage's journey. There may be some twists and tricks both from the story and the characters. In the meantime, I'll be posting interactions, skits, and SpeedPaints. I've had this story in my mind since 7th grade, and I've gone through several rewrites and redesigns. Feel free to ask any sort of questions about the story setting and the characters.
So you scream my calls just to try and be cautious. Your sound is there. It's getting hard to see your face. You don't listen to a single thing I say. So indifferent, but it feels like that could change. I think you're slowly coming around. Now I'm barely breathing and my chest is heating up. 'Cause I get this feeling when you're near me, and I know it's like final freedom, casting demons from my soul. And I know there's a reason for why I'm barely breathing tonight. Barely breathing tonight. Barely breathing tonight.
This is still in my planning stage, so I've some things to work on. I've also got 2 other stories that my mind may shift to.